Namaste everyone. So in this video, let us continue the chapter Coordinate Geometry with exercise 7.3. So before we start exercise 7.3, we need one important formula, that is area of triangle. So as you know, area of triangle is half into base into height in geometry. But in Cartesian plane, the area of triangle changes with the ordered pairs, that is x1, y1, x2, y2 and x3, y3. So let us find the area of triangle in Cartesian plane. Now I am giving the derivation how you got the area of triangle in Cartesian plane. Derivation is not important, but you should understand how you got the formula. Without understanding, you can't remember the formula. So try to understand the derivation of the formula. So for that, let us take a Cartesian plane. OX is a x-axis, OY is a y-axis. So XOY is a Cartesian plane where I have taken triangle. You can see here triangle ABC. And you know, any point when you mention in a Cartesian plane, we need ordered pairs. So that point A I have taken as x1, y1. Let it be x1, y1. And the point BB, let it be x2, y2. And the third point C, ordered pairs are x3, y3. So let A, x1, y1, B, x2, y2, C, x3, y3 are the vertices of triangle ABC. Now what we have to find? We need to find the triangle ABC. So as you know already, you know the triangle ABC is half into base into height. But here we are not using that and finding. But for that we need construction. What is the construction here? You can see I have drawn BQ perpendicular to x-axis, AP perpendicular to x-axis, CR perpendicular to x-axis. So after drawing the construction, you can see the diagram, little complication. So try to understand. In this diagram, I should find the shaded part. So I should find the shaded part. To find the shaded part, what geometrical figure you can see here? Just observe A, B, Q, P. What is the shape of this figure? With the four vertices. You can just see BQ and AP are parallel and this is perpendicular. So can we tell it as a trapezium? So you remember, you call the trapezium formula which you already learned in class 8. That is ABQP is a trapezium. What is trapezium? Where trapezium is a quadrilateral in which one pair of opposite side is parallel and the other opposite sides are non-parallel. And this is the perpendicular height. You know that the height between two parallel sides is same everywhere. So these two parallel sides are A and B and this is the height, that is H. So with this A, B and H, we have area of trapezium. What is area of trapezium formula? Half into H into sum of parallel sides. So to prove the derivation of this area of triangle in Cartesian plane, we need the area of geometrical figure, that is trapezium, half into H into A plus B. So keeping this in mind, let us start to find the area of triangle ABC. Now let us understand, to find this triangle, let me take the full picture of this. That is area of ABQP plus area of APRC. So when I add these two trapezium, I got the full picture. But in this I want only triangle. So I should subtract. What part I have to subtract? Area of BCRQ. You can see that BCRQ is also a trapezium. By looking, it looks like a rectangle, but it is not a rectangle because we don't know whether the area 90 degree or opposite sides are equal or not, we don't know. Okay. So for that, we cannot take BCRQ as a rectangle. It is just a trapezium because these two are parallel and this is the height. Okay. You can see just area of triangle ABC equals to area of trapezium ABQP. Area of trapezium ABQP plus area of trapezium APRC. So with this addition of these two trapezium, you got the full picture of this. So when I subtract this trapezium, then I get the triangle. So from these two, I got full picture, whatever I have drawn, minus, you have to subtract area of trapezium BQRC. Area of trapezium BQRC. So when you remove this part from the full picture, then you get the area of the shaded part, which is your triangle. So let us continue. Now we have to apply area of trapezium ABQP and area of trapezium APRC and area of trapezium BQRC. First let me try to understand this formula. Area of trapezium is what? Half into h into a plus b. So in trapezium ABQP, try to understand what are a and b and what are h. In area of trapezium ABQP, what is A? A is BQ, B is AP and the height is QP. So it becomes half into h is QP into, in the bracket, BQ plus AP. So this is about first trapezium. And the second trapezium, area of trapezium is APRC trapezium is half into, h is what? PR and the parallel sides are AP plus CR. So that will be the area of this trapezium. Minus the area of trapezium BQRC becomes half into, what is h here? QR into sum of parallel sides BQ plus CR. Now let us substitute all this area of trapezium in three trapeziums using this formula and substitute the values to get the formula of triangle. Now let us continue the proof of this. So we had written area of trapezium ABQP plus APRC minus BQRC. So let us substitute now one by one. Half into, what is the height of this trapezium? QP into sum of parallel sides is what? BQ plus AP. So little derivation is little lengthy, try to understand. Plus another trapezium, this trapezium, half into, what is height? Height is PR and sum of parallel sides is AP plus CR. You can see here AP plus CR minus half into QR. Why I have written all this half? Because you know all three are trapeziums. Area of trapezium is half into h into sum of parallel sides. So minus which trapezium now? BQRC. So half into height is what? QR and sum of parallel sides are BQ plus CR. So we have entered all the formula, that is area of trapezium, three trapeziums. Now let us see every, that is height and sum of parallel sides, and try to analyze this with a Cartesian plane. So this equals to half into, what is QP? Try to understand children. QP equal to what? OP minus OQ. So what is QP? QP equals to OP minus OQ. So what is OP? OP is nothing but x1 because it is on x-axis. So what is the value of P here? P point is x1. So the distance from O to P is x1. So you can see here x1 minus OQ. What is OQ? OQ is x2. Okay. So like that you got QP as x1 minus x2. Next, BQ plus AP. What is BQ? BQ is nothing but y2 because it is parallel to y-axis. What is the y value at this point B? It is y2. BQ is y2 and AP. AP is parallel to again y-axis, and at A point what is the y coordinate? That is y1. So we got y2 plus y1. Next, plus half I have taken common. You can observe half I have taken common outside. And PR, what is PR? PR can be written as, because we don't know the value of PR directly, so we can write PR as OR minus OP. So what is OR? OR is nothing but x3 because at a point R, x coordinate is x3 minus, what is this? x3 minus x1. OP is nothing but x1. So x3 minus x1 into AP plus CR. What is AP? AP is parallel to y-axis, that is y1. CR is parallel to y-axis, that is y3. That is y1 plus y3 minus QR. What is QR? QR equals to OR minus OQ. So what is OR? OR is x3, OQ is x2. So x3 minus x2 into BQ plus CR. So what is BQ? BQ is y2, CR is y3. So that is y2 plus y3. So try to understand this, how you got this. Once you get this, very easy, you have to multiply binomial into binomial in each term. So here you can see I multiplied x1 with y2 and x1 with y1. Then x2 with y2 and x2 with y1. You can see in each term you have here two binomials. You can see multiply here two binomials, here two binomials and here two binomials. So write half outside and multiply x1 y2 plus x1 y1. You can see x1 y2 plus x1 y1. Now I finished multiplication with x1. Let us start x2. Minus is there. Minus x2 y2 minus x2 y1. You can see minus x2 y2 minus x2 y1. So till here I completed the first two brackets multiplication. Next two brackets. You can see here binomial into binomial. x3 y1 plus x3 y3. Next coming minus x1 y1 minus x1 y3. So you can see here minus x1 y1 minus x1 y3. So till here you have next two brackets completed. Next last two x3 y2, and be careful, here you have minus before the bracket. So when you multiply this minus with x3, the two terms will become minus sign. Minus x3 into y2 is minus x3 y2. Minus x3 into y3 is minus x3 y3. Next minus into minus becomes plus. So now the other two becomes positive. x2 into y2 plus x2 y2. x2 into y3 plus x2 y3. Here you have minus, but I am writing plus. Why? Because minus into minus becomes plus. So in this way we got all this after simplification. Now let us see here any like terms are there which you can cancel. Yes, you have like terms here. You can see plus x1 y1 gets cancelled with minus x1 y1. Plus x2 y2 cancel with minus x2 y2 plus x3 y3. Here plus x3 y3 and minus x3 y3 gets cancelled. Now whatever are remaining in this, we have to take and simplify to get the formula of what? Area of trapezium. Sorry, area of triangle. So we are finding the area of triangle. After simplification, after cancelling, we get some terms. In that, try to take common and finally you can write the area of triangle in Cartesian plane. So now let us continue. After cancellation, the remaining terms you write in the bracket and let us check whether can we take a common in any two terms. So you can observe in this term x1 y2 and x1 y3, x1 is common. Yes. So if you take x1 common, what is remaining? y2 minus y3. So in the bracket, when I take x1 common, in the bracket it is remaining y2 minus y3 plus. Next, in these two terms, in this term and this term, what is common? x2 is common. So in the bracket, what is remaining? Minus y1 plus y3. So instead of writing minus y1 plus y3, we will write y3 minus y1 plus. In the remaining two terms, what is common? x3 is common. So what is remaining? y1 minus y2. So remember, always you have, when after taking common, you have to take with sign, you have to write inside the bracket. So y1, it is plus, so no need to write y1 minus y2. So this is nothing but area of triangle in Cartesian plane. So you may have doubt, such a big formula we have to remember what? Okay, for that I will tell you one trick. Okay, so first write 1, 2, 3 numbers and try to analyze. It is a cyclic order, you have to remember in this way. You know that in any area of triangle you have a half into base into height. So there is a half, write half here and the remaining terms I will tell you how to remember. So first you have here 1. So write x for that. This becomes x1. Okay, x1. What are the remaining? 2 and 3. So for this you put y2 minus y3. Understood? x1, when you take x1, you get y2 minus y3 in the bracket. Okay. Next if you take x2 outside the bracket, if you take x2, so you can see here, if you take x2, after x2 what you have? 3. So for that you put y3 minus y1 plus, if you take x3, remaining go back, write y1 minus y2. I will repeat again. So if you are taking x1 in the bracket, y2 minus y3. Always you remember, outside you have x terms, inside the brackets you have y terms. That if you remember, enough. So x1 into y2 minus y3 plus x2 into, after 2 what you have? 3. y3 minus y1. So next x3 into y1 minus y2. So if you have 1, you have to go with 2 minus 3. If you have 2, you have to go with 3 minus 1. If you have 3 outside, you have to go with 1 minus 2. So in this way, you can remember this formula with this trick. Half into x1 into y2 minus y3 plus x2 into y3 minus y1 plus x3 into y1 minus y2 is the required area of triangle in Cartesian plane. Now, already you learned the derivation of area of triangle in Cartesian plane. So, keeping that formula in your mind, you can start exercise 7.3. Now, let us start exercise 7.3. First main, there are 2 questions. Question is, find the area of triangle whose vertices are. So, for a triangle, you need how many vertices? 3 vertices. Given here 3 vertices, now I need to find any triangle. They have not mentioned the vertices names A, B, C or D, E of anything. You can take as you wish, or without that also it is, you can write. So, what are these 3 vertices first of all in Cartesian plane? Whenever they give in an order, you can write. Now, first one is always x1, y1. Second is x2, y2. And the third is x3, y3. Once recall your formula, I told you a clue how to remember also and how to write. Immediately you can start writing without seeing. So, area of triangle equals to half into x1. x1 into in the bracket y2 minus y3 plus x2, after 2, 3 comes, y3 minus y1 plus x3 into, come back, y1 minus y2. So, x3 into y1 minus y2. So, without keeping this formula in your mind also you can write this. If you are practiced in your mind, if you know the formula, you can write the next step directly. So, now I am substituting half into, what is x1? x1 is 2. Substitute, y2 is 0, you can see y2 is 0, minus, y3 is minus 4. So, double minus, again don't waste one more step here. Already you have one minus in the formula and here minus 4. Minus into minus becomes plus. So, directly I have written plus 4. Plus, what is x2? x2 is minus 1 in the bracket. y3, y3 is what? Minus 4 minus y1 is 3. So, minus 4 minus 3 plus. What is x3? x3 is 2. So, in the bracket, y1 is 3 minus y2 is 0. So, everything I have substituted. Now, simplify. 0 plus 4 is what? 4. 4 2s are 8. And be careful with minus sign. So, whenever you have minus sign, be alert, be conscious when you are writing answer. So, minus 4 minus 3 is what? Minus 7. Minus 7 into minus 1 is what? Plus 7. So, plus 7. Next, 3 minus 0 is what? 3. 3 2s are 6. Okay. Now add all this. 8 plus 7 plus 6. We get 21 into half. So when you divide 21 by 2, we get 10.5 square units. In this way, you cannot use area of triangle as half into base integer in case of Cartesian plane. You have to go with this formula with vertices as x1, y1, x2, y2, x3, y3. Substitute and you can get the area of triangle. Now let us continue the same first main. There is one more question, that is question number 2. Again is asking find the area of triangle. So 3 vertices are given. So we have to find the area of this triangle. What is this? x1, y1, x2, y2 and x3, y3. And write the formula. Without formula also you can do, I said already, but you should be thorough with the formula. Then only you can do, skip this formula and then write this step. Okay. Now as you know, area of triangle is, so go on repeating daily. You can remember this formula very easy. Half into x1 into y2 minus y3 plus x2 into y3 minus y1 plus x3 into y1 minus y2. So substitute now half into, what is x1? x1 is minus 5. y2, see that where is y2? y2 is minus 5 minus y3 is 2 plus x2 is 3. y3, the bracket you can write y3. y3 is 2 minus y1. What is y1? Minus 1 minus and this minus becomes plus. Plus 1. Plus x3 is 5 and y1 is minus 1 minus y2. Just you can see minus y2. What is y2 here? Minus 5. So minus and here 1 minus. Minus into minus becomes plus. And be careful. for this chapter you need basics of algebra, what you have learned in 6th standard, how to add, how to subtract the numbers, what you have learned the starting 6th standard basics you require children. Whoever don't know this basics, please learn. So whenever you are adding with the same sign, the sign will come. Suppose if you have plus 5 plus 2, what is plus 5 plus 2? Plus 7. Because signs are same, we are adding. So sign, what sign you have? So write plus. Next, plus, minus 5, minus 2. So these 4 things I'll explain you, remember here carefully. Plus 5, plus 2, minus 5, minus 2, plus 5, minus 2, minus 5, plus 2. Only for coordinate geometry, you need this 4 and also multiplication. Plus 5 plus 2 is what? Plus 7, because signs are same. When the signs are same, you are adding. Plus 5 plus 2 is plus 7. Here also signs are same. 5 plus 2 is what? 7. So which sign? Minus. Next, signs are different. When signs are different, do subtraction. 5 minus 2, 3. So what is the sign you have for bigger number? 5, that is plus. Plus 3. And 5 minus 2 is again 3 because signs are different. So for number 5 you have bigger number minus, so write minus. So these 4 you have to remember for while addition and multiplication. In case of addition and subtraction, in case of multiplication you need other 4. That is, whenever you have plus into plus, remember this plus into plus is plus, minus into minus is plus, and plus into minus is minus, minus into plus is minus. So these 4 you have to remember for multiplication, and the previous what I explained, it is for addition and subtraction. So with these 8 concepts you can do very easily simplification here. So better, if you don't know, please try to understand this concept and then try to start this chapter. So now minus 5 minus 2 is what? So as I said, minus 5 minus 2 is what? Minus 7. Minus into minus, plus 7 5s are 35. Next 2 plus 1, 3. 3 3s are 9. 5 minus 1. Signs are different. So 5 minus 1 is what? 4. 4 5s are 20. So add all this. So you get 64. 64 by 2 is 32 square units. So in this way, we can find the area of triangle using the area of triangle in the Cartesian plane using this formula. So with this, I complete this session. In the next session, we go with the second main, that is very, very important concept, which is concept of collinear, which we already learned in exercise 7.1. But you can ask, Miss, why again collinear concept in triangle? So there is a collinear concept is same, but the way of using, when we can use collinear, we can prove the points are collinear both using distance formula and also using area of triangle. Already we learned how to use distance formula to show the points are collinear. Can you recall back? Yes. When sum of two sides is equal to third side, then we say that the points are collinear. But how can you find the collinear concept in case of area? That I am going to explain in the next session. Thank you.